Buongiorno! Today, as you can see, I am going to show you all my fragrance collection. So we have here everything laid out. I will go through all of them. I'm not going to go into specifics. I will just say a word or two about each one. And is it like sparkling joy in my heart, like the Kumari method says? Or is it only a like? And which one I will declutter. I never imagined in my life that I would have so many fragrances. All the fragrances here, I divided them by brand. If you want to see which one will stay in my collection and which one will be decluttered, then keep on watching. All of these are recent acquisitions, so I'm not familiar with any of these fragrances. Let's start with the freshies. This is the original Paradiso. A very beautiful fresh jasmine fragrance. Generally speaking, Roberto Cavalli is really a good quality fragrance for the price. I like, but I didn't had the chance to play with it, so I will put it in the like bin. The same goes for Paradiso Azzurro. This is like the Paradiso original one, but with added, or not with added, but with more of a watery touch. I absolutely like it. For now, it's again a like. Now we have here these two. Let's start with this one. This is Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli. This is a very beautiful dusty tuberose. I would say this is more for a mature woman. I really like it. Has an amazing performance, and again I will put this in the like bin, but I have the feeling that this will be upgraded to my love when I really have the chance to play with it. This one is Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. This has been discontinued, and this is an orchid woody fragrance. It's a little bit sweet, so if you are familiar with the orchid accord, it has some like a fruity berry touch to it. I blind bought this one and I don't like it very much, but I didn't use it since I bought it because it's again a very winter fragrance to me, so I will just put it in the like bin. Jean Paul Gaultier, La Belle. This is a beautiful juicy pear, vanilla and vetiver fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. I really love it. Although it's not at all my vibe in fragrances, but I really enjoy it. So La Belle for me is definite, I would say, a love. Now let's go to the new flanker from La Belle. This is La Belle Le Parfum Intense. Oh my god, this is just an amazing fragrance. This is La Belle with added tonka, cherry, very sophisticated. So if La Belle is more of like a fruity, sexy fragrance, it has some versatility in it. This is so sexy, more of a winter date night, you know, this kind of a fragrance. And I have a full review of this one and a full comparison between this and La Belle, which again I will leave link down below if anyone is interested. This is a definite love for me. Now these two are, this is Scandale à Paris, this is Scandale by Night. Scandale à Paris, it's the original with a lot of jasmine. I really like it, but unfortunately the pear note here turns metallic on my skin. I had the same experience with La Belle, and then for some reason it doesn't turn metallic anymore. So I have really high hopes that this one will do the same. If not, I will definitely declutter it, but again this is a recent purchase, so I will play with this one and see if it will remain with this metallic note or not. Scandale by Night is an elevated version of the original. This one is more complex. This is cherry, pear, I think, vanilla, honey. It's really nice. It's a very potent fragrance. This is a beast mode, has an amazing longevity and projects like crazy. Although not my vibe, I really like it, but it's not a love. Now let's move to Guerlain. I have here 3 fragrances, 2 from the Allegoria line. I really enjoy that line, by the way. This is Mandarin Basilic. Oh my god, I adore this fragrance. It's refreshing, and as the name says, this is a mandarin, like a citrusy fragrance with a touch of basil in it, so a little bit herbal. Very uplifting, fresh summer fragrance. I just love it. This is not an old fragrance in my collection, so I will put it in the like, but I know this will be upgraded to my love bin for sure in the coming season. This one I have now for quite some time. This is Passiflora. This is the fruity, fresh fragrance. I think the main note here is passion fruit. Yeah, I get a little bit also of grapefruit, but I think the main note here is passion fruit. This fragrance I never wear, but I love to smell it. I continually open my closet and just take a sniff of this fragrance. I am so addicted to sniffing this fragrance, but I never wear it, and I know why. Because this fragrance doesn't represent anything in me, but the scent is so beautiful, so I continue smelling it all the time. I will not declutter it because, again, as I said, I really enjoy smelling it. So it should go in my declutter bin, but I just love the scent. I know I can't part ways with this one. This will be in my like. Now, this one I really like. This is a beautiful cherry fragrance. I just love it. It was a love for me for quite a while, so I continued to use this one during winter. Now it's not a love anymore, it's more of a like. But yeah, definitely I will not declutter this one. This one is a strong like. Now let's move to Elisab. I have here 3 fragrances. I think all 3 of them are made by Frances Kurkdjian. 2 are discontinued. These 2 are discontinued. This is why I bought them actually. Both were blind buys. This one is Low Couture, and this is mostly green almond, orange blossom, and vanilla, I think. But I get a little bit of, I don't know, heliotrope, violet, something in the background. I don't like it. Again, because the main theme in like almost all of Elisab fragrances is orange blossoms, which is something I understand because he comes from Lebanon. So Low Couture for me is a no, and yeah, I will keep it real. I will declutter this one, although it is discontinued. Then we have Rose Couture. This is a very sweet rose. It's too sweet for me. I am not into sweet roses in general, so yeah, I think I will declutter this one also. Now let's move to Elisab Le Parfum in white. This is an orange blossom bomb. Oh my god, it's very heavy on the orange blossom, quite sweet. I think there is vanilla. It has a musky undertone and definitely patchouli. I just can't handle this. Nothing wrong with it. All of them actually, all of the Elisab fragrances are quite nice. It's a no for me. This will be decluttered, although this is a very recent acquisition, but I just know this is not for me, so it will be decluttered. Now let's move to Yves Saint Laurent. This is YSL Manifesto. This is, I think, the first, yes, this is the first blind buy I ever did, and it was a total fail. I saw a lot of YouTubers, like almost all of them, rave about this fragrance, and I just don't like it, like at all. I mainly use it for layering. So when I find a fragrance that is a little bit sharp, I just use this one with it. It's mainly vanilla, and I am not so into vanilla fragrances. Not that I dislike it, but definitely this is not for me, so this will be decluttered. Now I have the two YSL. I have here the original one and the new Eau de Toilette. Again, I have a full review on both of them, which I will leave linked in the description down below. The original Libre is for me a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but I love the bottle so much. Oh my god, so beautiful. It's mostly lavender, orange blossom, vanilla, and now you know why I don't like it. It's actually a very beautiful scent. The only thing that I don't like is orange blossom, and since they came out with an eau de toilette, I don't gravitate so much to this one, so I will declutter the original. The EDT is definitely staying in my collection. It's much fresher. There is no orange blossom. It's mostly jasmine, which I actually prefer. It's lighter, it's fresher. I just like it much better. So everything that I didn't like in the original one, they fixed it with this one, but it's not a love for me for this, so this will go into my like bin. Now let's move to Dolce & Gabbana. I have here Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice. Again, this is a fragrance that I love to sniff from the bottle and I don't use so much, like Passiflora. But if I have to choose between them, I will go with Passiflora. So L'Imperatrice is a fruit bomb. It has, I think, watermelon as a main fruit. It's really nice, don't get me wrong, but I just... it's not for me, so this will go into the declutter bin. Now we have the two light blues. This is the Eau Intense, and I really like this fragrance. This is going to be in my line. Now we have Light Blue Forever. This is the new flanker. I did a full review of this one and a comparison. I will leave it again linked down below. And although this is a floral, or let's say it's an orange blossom take on the original one, I actually like it. Somehow the orange blossom here doesn't bother me so much. So yeah, this is going into my like. Now let's move to the shoe, the stiletto. This is just a limited edition packaging of the original Good Girl. I really love this bottle. Maybe I should use it like for a decoration purposes. But the fragrance itself, I did enjoy before, now I don't anymore. I just don't use it. So I think this will be decluttered. This one, however, I really like. This is the new flanker. This is Very Good Girl. It has nothing to do with the original. This is more of a fruity floral. Has a similar vibe to Delina. I did a full review on this one with a full comparison with Delina, and also another fragrance that I have here, Angel from Mugler. They are very similar, but I actually prefer this one much better. This for me smells very cheap, and yeah, I don't like this one. So this will be decluttered. So let's put it aside. This is a definite like and could be upgraded to a love, but I have to see. Now let's move to Givenchy. I have only two fragrances from Givenchy. I have Live Irrésistible Blossom Crush and Irrésistible the Eau de Parfum. Very similar, by the way. The difference is this is sweeter and with an added iris. This one remains fresher, but I mean they are very similar, especially in the opening. In the dry down, you really get the difference. But if I have to choose between them, I definitely choose this one. This one was a massive like for me last spring, but now I don't anymore. So this will go into the declutter bin. And this one will go in my like bin. Now let's move to Valentino. So I have here the original Valentino Donna, and this is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. So Valentino Donna, the original one, is a very classy, elegant, signature-worthy fragrance with loads of iris in it. It has other notes, I think, also rose and leather. You don't get the leather very much, it's really in the background, but mostly you get the iris and some rose, vanilla. Yeah, it's a very classy, elegant fragrance, but I don't like iris, so this will be decluttered. Valentino Donna Born in Roma, on the other hand, is just a beautiful fruity vanilla. I love it. I just love it. It has black currant. It has also vanilla and jasmine, I think. It's just beautiful fragrance, guys. It's it's so beautiful fragrance, and has an amazing performance, especially on clothes. Really beautiful. I find it quite sexy, but for me it's a massive like. If I have to compare it with the others in my love category, I think this is very close to massive love, but it's a massive like. Anyway, here it will remain in my like. Now let's move to Versace. Now let's start with this one. This is Versace Dylan Blue. I bought this one. I never used it for some reason. I don't know why. It's mainly a fruity fragrance. You can't, I don't know, I can't detect any like a predominant note here. I get black currant, maybe. It's mostly a fruity scent. It should be decluttered, but I will give it another chance and put it in the like bin. Now let's move to Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. This is a fruity version of the original Bright Crystal. I like it. I really like it. I do prefer the original one mostly for the summer, but I also enjoy this one. So this will go in my like. Now let's go to Michael Kors, and I have here two fragrances. This is Wanderlust. I don't know why nobody is talking about this fragrance. This is a very beautiful jasmine. It's a very creamy jasmine. Not so much like Vert Malakit, don't get me wrong. It's a very creamy jasmine with sandalwood and benzoin, if I'm not mistaken. I really like it, so I will definitely not declutter this one. This is a like. This one is a beautiful fragrance. I really like it. The only thing, it has a terrible longevity and sillage, and it's not a scent that I would use like for out of the shower or to go to bed. So the performance here really bothers me. So I think I will not declutter this one, and I will just use it for out of the shower because I really enjoy the scent. It has something that reminds me of Delina La Rosée. It has also lychee, rose. Definitely Delina Rosé is much better. So this will go to the like, just to finish it. Now let's move to Trussardi. This is, both of them are recent purchases. This is Sound of Donna. This is mostly whipped cream, chestnut, heliotrope with some floral notes. Really delicious. But it's not a fragrance that I would wear now, so I will put it in the like bin and try it maybe coming fall. Now this is a very cheap fragrance. This is Encanto Amity, a nice fresh fragrance. I did wear it once. I really love the opening of this one. It's quite aquatic. Yeah, it's quite an aquatic floral fragrance. However, the dry down is very cheap musk. Although I bought this one and I had in mind using it as an out of the shower kind of a fragrance, but this musky dry down I just can't handle, so I will put it in the declutter. So now let's move to fragrances I only have one fragrance of. Let's start with this one because this is a definite love for me. I really love it, although it has, oh yeah, a very bad performance. This is my go-to out of the shower fragrance. And it's the only fragrance I continue to repurchase, and I go through the bottles like crazy. You see I have a small one and this one. I just can't live without it for some reason. This is a beautiful citrusy, floral, fruity. Oh, so beautiful. Just it just elevates my mood immediately. If I want to feel happy, I just go to this one. It's so beautiful. And although Passiflora from Guerlain, this one has the same effect on me, but this one I actually wear, so I actually prefer this one definitely. The only thing, as I said, is the performance is just terrible. It has mostly lemon, citrusy notes with some, I think there is lotus in the notes. Has a little bit of sweetness. I don't know which like fruits are in here, but it's just a beautiful fragrance, and I can't live without it. So this is in my love. Then let's talk about this one. This is Hollister Festival Party. I even can't tell you what this fragrance has. It's mostly a fruity, citrusy fragrance. If I had to choose the worst performance in fragrances, number one will go to this one. I mean, this doesn't remain even for 5 minutes, like literally. Not on clothes, not on skin. It just goes away in a few minutes. Yeah, and I will continue to use it just to finish it because let's be honest, this is so terrible performance. I don't have any even words for it. So Festival Party, I will put in the like bin just because I want to finish it up, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Now let's move to Vetiver Pampelous. This is from Jo Malone from the Emotion collection for Zara. All of these are recent purchase, so I can't categorize any of these as a love. This is mostly, as the name suggests, this is more grapefruit vetiver fragrance, very fresh, very uplifting, very nice fragrance for the summer, and I can't wait to wear this one. Let's talk about this ugly bottle here. This is Moschino Cheap and Chic. I love. This is in the same vibe of a light blue from Dolce & Gabbana. And if I had to choose between both of them, let's see, I would say this is more citrusy than aquatic, if we have like to compare both of them. They have the same vibe anyway. So, but this is recent, so I can't really decide which one I like more. So this is in the like bin. CK Into You, I never used it. Again, a very recent purchase. I never used it, so I really don't know what to tell you about it. Apart that it's very promising. It's very fresh, a little bit woody, I would say. Yeah, aromatic. I don't know. But it's very promising. So yeah, I will put it in the like. Again, a very fresh fragrance with some fruitiness in it. This is Mandarina Duck. Let's Travel to Miami. This is mostly a fresh, fruity fragrance. I really like it, and I was very surprised by it. I didn't expect much, but I really like it. I think there is passion fruit here, but mostly what I get is peach and some citruses, so you know, bergamot, lemon. Yeah, I can't tell about Longevity and Siege because I didn't use it yet, but yeah, again, we'll use it and see if it will remain in my like. Then we have here my first Lanvin. This is Éclat de Fleur. I bought this one mainly to do a review or like a comparison video between this one and Chance Autumn from Chanel, and from the private line from Dior, I think, how was it called? Souffle de Soie, something like that. And it was a blind buy, so I don't know if this will remain in my collection or not. Now let's move to this one, cult classic. This is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, and for me this is a no. Again, for the same reasons, this is an orange blossom bomb. Although if I have like to choose between these two, I would go with Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb, then Elisa Bleu Parfum in white, just because this is a little bit more refined. But again, I don't like it, so I will put it in the declutter bin. Hang on, we're almost there. This is the last batch. So here I have Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Tropical. This is a cheapy, fresh green tea fragrance. I prefer this one to the original one. And I mainly bought this one for out of the shower kind of a fragrance. I still didn't use it, so I don't know anything about it, so it's going to my like. This one I really liked. I had very good first impression. This is Guess for Women. The silver one, because I think there is also a gold one. Has a beautiful fresh opening. It has some fruits. I think it has freesia, magnolia, peony, and some fruits, maybe some citruses, green apple, peach. Just a mix of floral notes and fruity notes. Very nice opening. The dry down, however, is very musky. And I just couldn't handle like the dry down. I think I will declutter this one. Yeah. Now, let's go to this. This is Laura Piaggiotti Romamore. This is definitely an underrated fragrance. Again, a fruity floral in the same vibe like Valentino Donna Born in Roma, but this is more berry. It has a very nice longevity and sillage and is a cheapie, so I don't know why nobody is talking about it. It's quite nice, but it's not love for me, so I will put it in a like. This is from the Omnia line. This is Omnia Coral. Again, a blind buy. Sorry, because my knees are killing me. Because I'm sitting on the floor, so my knees are killing me. So this is for me nice fresh fragrance, but nothing special. Since it's like a small size and I don't hate it, I think I will put this one in the like and use it for like after the shower kind of a fragrance. But I will not repurchase it. I'm not a fan of Bulgari Omnia line in general. Now, let's talk about this one. Cartier La Panthère. This is a cheap fragrance. I know people say this is a fruity floral. And they get really like the fruity, I think there's strawberry. I honestly get the strawberry when I smell it from the cap. But when I spray it on myself, the strawberry is just not there. Not even like the dried fruits that I think is in the notes. I just get a classy, elegant shape with loads of leather. I really get the leather here and the patchouli also. And this combination just doesn't work for me. Although I don't like this fragrance when I first spray it. I think it's the oak moss, because I find oak moss very addictive. And this fragrance is just so addictive. So this is a love-hate relationship. I like it and I don't like it, so I don't know. Oh my god, this is very difficult. This will go in my maybe, because I'm really indecisive about it. Now let's move to Kayali. This is the only Kayali that I own. I have a decant of Deja Vu White Flowers. This is Elixir, and this is for me a rose with a rotten apple. I know everybody loves this fragrance and says it's like a very sexy fragrance. For me, it's rose with rotten apples. I really tried to work with this fragrance. I tried to layer it. It's just not working for me. Love the bottle, love the atomizer, but it's just a no for me. So this is going to be decluttered. Let's move to this one, the only Hermès I have. This is Hermès L'Ombre de Merveille. A very unique amber fragrance. It's like L'Eau de Merveille, but with loads of amber. It's not a very warm amber, if you know what I mean. It's more of a fresh amber. Yeah, it has this opening that reminds you a little bit of L'Eau de Merveille, but much warmer. It's not a love for me, but I definitely like it. So, yeah. Now let's go to the only shadow that I have. This is the Shadow Zen. This was a blind buy. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers raved about this one. I think Demi Rowling was one of them, and also another German YouTuber that I follow. And to be honest, I'm really underwhelmed with this fragrance. It's just a fresh fragrance with a lot of patchouli. It has a sharp edge to it, which I don't like very much. I definitely like it more in the dry down, but for some reason this fragrance just disappears on my skin. So I never really catch the dry down. And for that, maybe I can keep it for like out of the shower fragrance. I think I'm repeating myself here, and I have like maybe 10 fragrances that I'm going to use for out of the shower. So for me this is to be decluttered, but yeah, maybe I can use it for after the shower, so I just put it in the like bin. Now let's move to two from the Tesori d'Oriente. This is a very, very, very cheap, as you can see, very cheap like body spray. I don't know if you can consider this. It's a perfume, but it's mostly like a body spray. I have here Ayurveda, and this is Mirra. I don't know if this is available in other countries. It's an Italian brand. So I don't know. Ayurveda is a definite dupe for L'Eau de Merveille, l'Elixir de Merveille from Hermès. And this is why I practically bought this one. It smells, of course, a little bit cheaper, but it's a definite dupe for it. Mainly, I bought this one to do a video and a comparison between this one and l'Elixir de Merveille. But since then, I think I changed my mind and I don't want to buy the elixir anymore. So this is going to be decluttered. Now, let's talk about this one. This is Mirra. I just bought it because I like myrrh. The opening of this is really, really bad. The dry down, however, is just beautiful. Especially for the price, it's just amazing. So I will definitely keep this one. Now let's see about Cartier La Panthère. You know what? I think I will declutter it. Okay, here is the final result. These are going to be decluttered. These are 25 fragrances, so I think I did a good job here. Here is my absolute love. These are 15 fragrances that I absolutely love, and I think I can even reduce it more, but for now it's like that. Let's go to the like, and the like is definitely massive. It's really, really too much. But if I really am honest with myself and I keep the ones that I like and wear, not something because of sentimental value or because it's a small bottle, I'm going to use it for like after as a shower kind of a fragrance, I think it will be reduced to half. Very small update. I started to put everything away and I just realized that I am keeping these fragrances for the wrong reason. Started to put them on the shelf and I just felt like I don't want to put them. So I took it like a sign that I don't want them. So although I was really surprised because I like actually these and also Versace. I really like them. But yes, I will declutter them. So these 6 here are the ones that are going to go in my bathroom. I actually, these are my absolute favorites, but the rest I will just go through. So this is how the shelf is looking right now. Again, it's not what I actually want, because to do a proper like setting for my fragrances, I have to reorganize my whole closet. So I will have to marry my clothes first, and then reorganize the whole closet in a way that is both practical and visually pleasing to me. Just another side note, you will find some fragrances missing from the collection I showed you, because I already decluttered some before traveling to Egypt. I took the fragrances that I thought my friends and family will enjoy much more than me, and I took them with me. So I decluttered Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Rose, Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense. These are the two that I remember. These were recent acquisitions. I did a full review on them. I did enjoy The Only One Intense, but for some reason I found it not exactly what I'm looking for. So I just decluttered it. Dolce Rose I didn't like. So if you want to see a review of them, I will leave them in again in the link down below. But anyway, so this is how temporary my fragrance shelf looks like. These are not all fragrances, of course. Some I will just put in a box, and maybe I will do a video where I show you how I marry my closet. Anyway, that was everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. I have really exciting videos to come on my channel, so definitely do that. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.